what's up? I'm Chris with Heavy Heads Records in Springfield, Missouri. Today I'm taking a field trip, or a workation, as I sometimes like to call them. And I'm up by Kansas City right now. We're actually just going through Belton. And so far, it's been pretty cool. I've picked up a lot of cool stuff at flea markets along the way, which I'll showcase some of that for you. And I'm going to do some fun stuff up here in Kansas City. I've got to get some storage for vinyl, VHS, that kind of thing. Might do some more picking up here, and might even go look at a Tesla. So lots of cool stuff happening today, and yeah, check it out.
So I said we might go check out a Tesla. We definitely checked out a Tesla. So I made a couple stops at flea markets on the way up there, and was searching for VHS tapes and cassette tapes. Here's what I found at the first flea market, at least the weird stuff. Of course, I picked up your staples, but these were the most interesting from the first stop, Making of Left Behind. It was a movie from back in the day, religious movie. How about Lights, Camera, Branson? Branson's just about an hour away from me. I've done a lot of DJing down there, so anything I can pick up Branson related, I always try to. How about these? Oh, I should have done this one first. Magic Eye, the video. 100 images. You guys remember these? Basically, you just sit and stare, and an image, a digital image, would pop out from these pattern images. But you had to do a certain thing where you relaxed your eyes. Just the way you looked at the photo would make that image pop out. And once you did it, you could do it easily again and again. It was kind of hard to get in the beginning. So here's number 2. And this one had 100 on it. I don't know how many this one has. It's got a lot. So these are really cool, both sealed, which I thought was awesome. I know a lot of people have a lot of opinions about the Cybertruck, but when you see them in person, they're pretty awesome. My appointment was to test drive a Model Y with FSD. Oh my gosh. Now we're gonna go. It's making that turn. Wow. Oh, it sees a car. It's like, I don't know if I should make that lane change. It does. Holy shnikes, dude. What is happening? What? This was just a random pick. I found these in the back of a warehouse at a flea market. How could you say no? How could you say no? There's got to be some Pirate fans around here somewhere, or Mac Miller fans. Mac Miller was a Pirates fan, eh? Oh yeah, we went to IKEA and we got the shelf. Don't worry about that part. Got a couple to show you I picked up at the next stop, and these are kind of interesting. The first one is the Blue Angels. And I just thought I'd grab that. I know there's a lot of footage on YouTube and stuff like that, but I do still try to grab stuff like this to help preserve footage that maybe gets lost over time, or who knows what happens. It's there if it's needed. So, and there might be somebody who wants it. They might have been there that day. You just never know. How about this one here? The Lost World. Now, that one's pretty common. But I thought I'd show it because I picked up one with a lenticular too. So, no lenticular. Thought that was pretty neat. So grab those as well. One last one I picked up there, classic from back in the day. An interesting thing about this movie here is there was a factory defect. There's a scene where Sharon Stone's being interviewed, and there's a certain spot in almost every tape, I believe it's maybe every tape, that glitches out right around that time. I don't know about you, but I can barely make it up to Kansas City without going to Gates Barbecue. Nothing like sweet barbecue and sweet jazz. I hate when I don't get to go to Gates. Last but not least, I ran into a pocket of cassette tapes while I was out on the road. Here's what I found there. A little bit of Richard Pryor. Comedy cassettes. Love those. Richard Pryor and Red Fox. I don't know that I've ever seen that one. Definitely not on cassette. Picked up The Roots of Soul. Thought that would be a good one to add. And Raiders of the Lost Ark. Just got about 10 of them left. I had never heard of them, but I went ahead and picked it up just because. And, sometimes I'll just pick them up if they look weird. I've never heard of them. And they're affordable. I'm going to grab it. How about that? CB4. You remember that one? Wow. Straight out of Low Cash. We got, of course, Michael Jackson's Thriller. Can't go wrong with Thriller. And a couple I couldn't pass up. How about No Doubt on cassette? Debut self-titled album right there. And, of course, another one everybody loves, Tragic Kingdom. Great score on that one. And just 5 more. And we'll wrap this bad boy up. Here's Pod, The Breeders. That was a good find. This one's always fun. The guy actually was like, you know what? You can have that for free. Why do you even want that? Clueless soundtrack. Why wouldn't anybody want the Clueless soundtrack? Mighty Mighty Boss Tones. That's really all I have to say, but there's other stuff on there. I think I will end on that one actually, but here's Black Lab. That was another oddball I decided just to grab on a hunch. And Ozzy Osbourne and Randy Rhoads tribute, of course. Always a good pickup on whatever format. And last but not least, an all-time classic, The Cure, Disintegration. Amazing tape. And of course, these are all going to be cleaned up and put in new cases and all that stuff. They're going to wind up on heavyheadsrecords.com. So make sure you check out the website, share, subscribe, all that good stuff right here on YouTube. Check out my socials. Got Instagram and all that stuff. Man, just Google Heavy Heads Records, see what you come up with. And once again, thank you for watching, and I will catch you next time.